is your DJ Stonezia. Today we're going to talk about why you should get married again. I've had this topic, a while now. I've done Facebook lives on it. The outcome was very, interesting, and I was like, I need to share it with my fans on YouTube as well. Yes, you can't get married again. Divorce is not the end of it. Okay, divorce is there for a reason, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Okay, it's okay if if you've been married for 2-3 years and it didn't work out, and now you're a single woman with children and what have you. It's okay. Divorce is there for a reason. If there is no divorce, then there wouldn't be a name, is it? I mean, some women find it so difficult to accept that it is over, and some people blame themselves like, oh, I could have done better, I feel what, but don't blame yourself for it. And I'm very sure that 80% of women that comes out of marriages try their best. Try their best. We don't get married to get divorced. That's a fact. Understand? Gone are the days that when our parents, our mummies used to say that, because of the children, It's okay if you can even say that now, that because of the children, you don't want to leave, you try your best, and do everything to make this way because of the children, because you don't want to leave, so that your husband will bring another woman in and maltreat your children. Because what happens is, in Africa, where I come from, when divorce happens, the woman have to leave. In the Western world, when divorce happens, the man have to leave the house and leave, and leave the children with the woman. But in Africa, it's vice versa. Why? Because sometimes maybe the house is owned by the woman. I beg your pardon, the house is owned by the man. The rent is paid by the man. Maybe the woman hasn't got a job on her own. So many things. Or she hasn't got a parent to move out, to go to with the children. So most of the time, women have to leave the matrimonial homes and leave the men with the children. That's how it was in Africa. I don't know who says so. I don't know who said so and how it happened or how it started. But in Africa, when divorce happens, the woman have to leave, because the house is owned by the man or the rent is paid by the man. So when that happens, then you the woman have to move out and leave the children. Probably your parents hasn't got a house, their own home that you can move out with the children, and all that. So you have to leave the house and then leave the children with your husband, because he's the one who is the breadwinner. He's the one who's got the money, the change. So you need to move out and find a place for yourself and maybe start to, build your life again. And if things work out with you, and then maybe you can take the children with you, or maybe you can share share the custody of the children. This is how it works in Africa. In the Western world, it's the other way around. When divorce happens in Western world, the man have to leave the house and leave the woman with the children. But in Africa, it's not like that. So yes, so that's why divorce is very difficult in people, women in Africa, and that's the reason why a woman in Africa will say that I'm not going to leave because of the children. It's not just that she doesn't want to leave because of the children. Sometimes it's probably that she hasn't got a place to go. She hasn't got a place of her own. Her parents hasn't got a place that she wants to move out and take the children. So it's very difficult. But maybe you've tried hard, you've done all this, want to stay for the children, you don't want to leave after all the abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse. You're still there, but you tried your best and it didn't work out. It's okay. If you come out from that relationship, and everything is working out, the divorce is settled, the children, everything is okay, then you can move on. If the right person comes along, move on and be happy. Be happy, because probably your husband, as soon as you walked out, your husband brought somebody in. As usual, men don't heal when divorce happens. Men, they get over you with another you. I say this all the time. So it's okay to be married again if the right person has come along. Because in this topic, the woman is saying that, should I get married again? I am in a relationship with this amazing, caring man, and I think we are both falling in love with each other. He is interested in taking the relationship to the next level by walking me down the aisle. But based on my previous relationship, my previous marriage, I don't feel that I should be married again. Am I being selfish? A little bit. You're being selfish a little bit. Okay? It's okay. We do understand, and we know that most women go through all this type of relationship, marriages, and what not. But now you are not in it. It feels like to me your past is haunting you. Your previous, marriage is haunting you. Your husband is, shadow is still haunting you, or everything that went on in that marriage is still haunting you. No, it's easier said than done, but you need to stop it. Now you're dating, you've moved on. Marriage, divorce happens for a reason. Relationships didn't work out for a reason. If it did work out, you would have been there. It didn't work out, that's why you're not there. So now you need to look after yourself. This is the time for you to take care of yourself and be happy and just enjoy yourself. Things that you wanted in that relationship that you couldn't have. This is the time for you to do all that, explore, enjoy with this man. This man has come along. He wants to walk you down the aisle, sweetheart. You know what you want. I'm sure that you took your time, and everything, you took your time and you found this man. So he's there. He wants to walk you down the aisle. What is stopping you, sweetheart? Don't let your past haunt you. We all got a past, haven't we? We all got a past. But sometimes the women, we need to learn to close that up, to put our exes behind us, because your ex-husband is enjoying. Probably as soon as you walked out, he brought somebody in. That's how men are. Men don't heal. Men don't find themselves. They don't go to therapy after divorce and all that. They just move on with another you. So you're so lucky that you found a gentleman, in your own words. He's so caring, amazing man. Probably he's opening the door. He's pulling the chair. He's giving, the sex is also good. So why wait? There's no harm in trying. Okay, give it a go. If you really, really want to walk you down the aisle, this is the time. This is your second time, so you have to make it right. You need to tell him what you want. You need to set standards. Very important. Standards are very important in a relationship. Sometimes when the right person comes along, or we find the person that we want to settle down, because we're so, lapped up, we don't even ask questions. We don't ask what, they like, what they don't like, what they expect to see in a relationship. There are so many questions that you need to ask. But sometimes, because we're so lapped up, we don't ask those questions. They propose to you, you say, yes, honey, put the ring on. And then they put the ring on, and then later, all those things start to surface. We don't want that in your second marriage. The second time, you need to do it right. There's no rush. You got a children, you said. You have children, 2 children. There is no rush. This man loves you, and in my head, he will do everything. Okay, if you're not ready now, you can say, give me some time on all that. But you need to set standard. Don't make the same mistakes that you made in your first marriage. You need to ask questions, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he expected of you, and what vice versa. Talked about it. Things that you expect him to do and things that he expects you to do. Understand? Because when you don't talk about all those things, because you all laughed at the moment, everything is fine, and then when you get married and things start to surface, like, oh my God, this is not the man this is not what I signed up for, and all that. So please, this is your second marriage. Be careful. So many women are going through this. Many women are divorced, sitting in the house. Someone has come in their life, or they're dating or whatever, but they're still confused. Like, oh God, their past are still haunting them. I don't want to do it again. I love what's going on. We enjoying dating, going out for drinks, sipping and drinking, whining and all that. I love that. I don't want that title. Yeah, that title is heavy. I tell you, divorce and marriage is a very heavy title. You can be dating, fiancé, doing all sorts of things, but when that title is given to you, it's a very heavy title. It's a very heavy crown. Okay, so be careful, make it right the second time, ask questions, tell him you love him and all that, but you need to ask questions, sweetheart. Don't make the same mistake. But anyway, after all, there's no harm in trying. I know people have been married 3 times, 4 times. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Maybe you don't have to bring children in that relationship. When you say yes and you get married, take your time, because you got children already. There's no, I don't know if he's got children and all that, but even if he hasn't, take your time before you bring children into that relationship, because you don't want to get out of that marriage with another baggage. You don't want to get out of that marriage with another baggage. It's better for you to just be, by yourself. You got 2 children already. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for sending this video. Watch all my videos on YouTube. Subscribe and like. Straight Talk Media. Thank you so much. And Fridays and Sundays, catch me on Facebook Live. I do Facebook, live show. We talk about marriage, or we talk about trending issues that is going on in the UK, America, the whole world, and in Ghana. Because I'm a Ghanaian, I'm a proud African Ghanaian woman. Okay, so sometimes I talk about the trending issues that is going on. Subscribe to my channel. There's another channel that I want you to have a look at. MVGH podcast is also on YouTube. Check MVGH podcast and watch all the videos and subscribe to our channel. God bless.